Our story picks up where we left off, with the first rays of sunlight stretching across the open road, promising new adventures and unexpected turns. Debby Ryan, actress and adventurer, was deep in the heart of America, behind the wheel of her vintage Ford Bronco, the Comet. The hum of the engine and the endless horizon ahead were her only companions as she chased the spirit of freedom. She'd already crossed Arizona's deserts, chasing freedom, not a destination. The journey was about the experience, not the finish line. Each mile brought new stories, each turn in the road a chance for discovery, a new memory waiting to be made. She found herself helping a farmer with a runaway goat, laughing at the chaos of the moment and learning to bake pie in a Kansas diner, where the locals shared recipes and stories over flour-dusted counters. This wasn't a Hollywood road trip. No five-star hotels, just real, gritty experiences in small towns and roadside motels. Her social media showed the journey's imperfections, greasy breakfasts, failed tire changes, and the little mishaps that make a trip unforgettable. There was laughter at her own mistakes, and a willingness to share the real, unfiltered moments with her followers. Followers weren't just watching, they were riding shotgun with a friend, cheering her on, and living vicariously through every mile. The easy miles were behind her, fading into the rearview mirror as the road stretched on. The real challenges, the ones that test your resolve and shape your character, were just ahead, waiting beyond the next bend. With a smile and a map more for show than guidance, Debby was ready for whatever the road had in store, embracing the unknown with open arms. Because sometimes, the best parts of a journey are the ones you never planned for. The surprises, the friendships, and the stories you collect along the way. The next chapter began with betrayal, not from a person or even from the weather, but from something she'd trusted every mile so far. Her GPS, Gladys, the ever-reliable digital co-pilot, suddenly went silent. It died without warning in the endless Nebraska plains, leaving her with nothing but static and a blinking screen. Left with only a crumpled paper map and her instincts, Debby took a deep breath and embraced the unknown, feeling both nervous and excited. She took a detour down an unmarked dirt road, the kind that didn't exist on any map, seeking adventure in the unexpected and trusting her gut. The Comet bounced along, dust swirling in the golden light as the sun dipped low and shadows stretched across the fields. Doubt crept in with every mile, but she pressed on, reminding herself this was the point of the trip: to get lost, to find herself, to see what she was made of. Suddenly, a metallic cough. The Comet sputtered, then died, leaving her stranded miles from anywhere, the silence almost deafening. Debby popped the hood, staring at the mess of wires and unfamiliar parts, her mind racing with possible solutions. "Okay, Comet," she sighed, forcing a smile. "I think this is what they call a plot twist." She tried to laugh, but her nerves were real. Alone on a forgotten road, she faced her first real test. No cell service, no backup plan, just her and the open land. No script, no safety net, just her, the endless sky, and a broken-down truck. The world felt both huge and intimate. The adventure had truly begun, and every step forward was a leap into the unknown. Sometimes the road decides the story, and you just have to trust where it leads. And Debby, with a deep breath and a determined heart, was ready to follow wherever it led her next. As dusk painted the sky in shades of lavender and gold, the world seemed to slow down, the hum of the engine blending with the quiet of the open road. Debby spotted a distant light flickering on the horizon, a small town with a curious name, Peculiar. It felt like a beacon, calling her in from the emptiness. She walked in, greeted by the soft buzz of a flickering neon EAT sign and the cautious eyes of locals who weren't used to strangers at this hour. "My truck broke down," she announced, her voice echoing slightly. "Any chance there's a mechanic around here who could help?" The only mechanic, Earl, was particular, warned Mavis, the diner owner, her tone both amused and a little protective of her town's quirks. Debby didn't mention she was an actress from the city. Tonight, she was just a traveler in need, hoping for a little kindness from strangers. Over slices of homemade cherry pie and steaming coffee, she shared stories of her journey, her laughter and warmth slowly melting the town's initial reserve. Mavis, seeing something genuine in Debby, offered her a room above the diner. "Not the Ritz, but it's safe and warm," she promised with a gentle smile. Debby accepted, her heart full of gratitude for the unexpected kindness and the sense of belonging she felt, even among strangers. That night, as she gazed out the window and scribbled in her journal, she realized this was the experience she'd been searching for. Real, challenging, and wonderfully peculiar in every way. Sometimes the best connections and the most memorable moments happen when you least expect them, in places you never planned to find. In Peculiar, Debby found more than just help for her truck. She found a sense of community and a reminder that kindness can be found in the most unlikely places. The road, with all its twists and surprises, had delivered her to exactly where she needed to be, even if she hadn't known it. And as the sun rose on a new day, Debby knew her story was just getting interesting, with many more adventures waiting just beyond the next bend. The next morning, Debby met Earl, the gruff, grease-stained mechanic. He agreed to look at the comet but made no promises. Alternators shot. Fan belts about to snap. Could be a day, could be a week, he said. Debby's plans derailed, but she leaned in. What can I do to help? Earl handed her a wrench, surprised. Debby became his apprentice, learning to clean carburetors, change oil, and tell a Phillips from a flathead. She got grease under her nails and listened to Earl's stories about cars, people, and the logic of engines. She wasn't just waiting. She was earning respect and learning new skills. The breakdown became a breakthrough. In Peculiar's garage, she found patience, humility, and unexpected friendship. Sometimes, the detour is the real destination, and Debby was all in. The road was teaching her more than she ever imagined. While waiting for parts, Debby became a local, helping at the diner, learning names, sharing evenings on the porch. One night, she joined a bonfire under a sky ablaze with stars. She opened up about fame, pressure, and her search for something real. Sometimes I feel like I'm playing a character, even off camera, she confessed. The locals listened as friends, not fans, sharing their own stories and laughter. Debby fit right in, swapping tales and jokes until their sides hurt. Around the fire, she wasn't a celebrity, just one of the gang. The breakdown had led to connection, peace, and a sense of belonging. In Peculiar, she found a universe she never expected. The road had given her exactly what she needed. When the alternator arrived, Debby and Earl fixed the comet together. Saying goodbye was bittersweet. Mavis hugged her, Earl shook her hand, and the regulars wished her well. As she drove away, the Peculiar sign faded in her mirror. The town had given her more than a repaired truck. It gave her patience, community, and the beauty of the unexpected. The breakdown led to a breakthrough. The journey was now about connections, stories, and self-discovery. Debby rolled down the windows, music blasting, heart full of gratitude. She didn't know what lay ahead, but she was ready. Every mile was a new story, a new lesson. The road was calling, and Debby Ryan was ready to answer.